every story has a beginning, and this one began with a vision. Dr. Jon Mendelsohn believed that excellence in medicine should never lose its humanity. He set out to prove that surgical artistry and compassionate care could exist as one, that science could serve the soul.
So my name is Kathy Crane, and I moved to Cincinnati about 30 years ago and didn't know a soul, and worked in investments. And one of my friends told me about Dr. Mendelsohn, and I'm very specific in who I use, particularly when it comes to my face and neck. And so I went and visited him. And that was 23 years ago, and I've never stopped coming here. And I think of Jon as not only, of course, a highly respected and incredibly good surgeon and doctor, but he's kind of my therapist too.
So I'm Chris Ward, and what led me to connect with Dr. Mendelsohn was I was starting to feel self-conscious about the aging process. And I think, we had talked about with Zoom kind of getting more popular during COVID, and, you're seeing yourself on screen a lot for work meetings and whatnot. I just became more self-conscious with the way I was looking, and I was looking to just improve my confidence.
I'm Becky Nyheisel. I owned an ad agency, Richardson and Associates. I actually came to him to fix a couple things that I wanted corrected from procedures done by another doctor.
I'm Janine Kreiber. I am a hairstylist by trade, and now I'm on the leadership team at Mitchell Salon and Day Spa. And what led me to Dr. Mendelsohn's office was we had a partnership with them as, one of two of the best of Cincinnati partnering together.
Meeting with him, having a consultation, and at the time I didn't know what procedure I was really looking for. I just met with him to kind of explain to him, here's what my concerns are, what would you recommend? And at the time I was not open to a facelift procedure. I just didn't think I was ready for that.
It was going to be my husband's 70th birthday, and I wanted to be able to sing a few songs on the stage for his birthday, but I wanted to look as good as I had 25 years earlier when I was singing on a stage. So I asked Doc Mendelsohn, what do you think you can do? And he said, I think we can maybe not make you 25 years younger, but we can make you look pretty good.
I think what made me ultimately choose Dr. Mendelsohn was the way he interacted with me. So I felt very comfortable. He was very soothing to talk to, confident. I looked at the website, looked at his work, and I think a lot of it boiled down to the atmosphere in the office, as well as his personal demeanor, bedside manner, if you want to call it that, and the way, just the overall feeling that I had, if that makes sense, of comfort.
One of the first things that stood out to me was the way Dr. Mendelsohn put me at ease. And I just remember walking in and being nervous because I didn't know and I wanted to look like myself. The personal time he took with each person and was just amazing to me. I was like, how are you doing this with all your patients coming in here? And it was just, he listened so genuinely and authentically, and really, I wasn't another number. I was an actual person that he was looking at and wanting to really understand why I was there.
But I wanted someone specifically that dealt with head and neck, that was also had been involved with research and understood the full body and mind of a person coming in to want to look better, not to look different, but to want to look better in a natural way. And I found that in Jon. And that's why whatever I've had is no one's business done. But trust me, there'll be more.